Singapore's most spectacular extreme sports blowout is back. It's the G-Shock Metal Games 2011. The initial games held last year saw in excess of 25,000 people showing up to witness 500 athletes from more than 20 countries competing in 11 sporting disciplines across the Lion City.
Hi, I'm Kelly Latimer and you're watching Metal Games Exposed. Over the next half an hour, we're going to be taking you behind the scenes of the G-Shock Metal Games 2011 and checking in with some of the region's best athletes as they prepare for battle.
Singapore has established itself as a world-class sports hub in recent years, hosting a number of acclaimed firsts, including Formula One's inaugural night race, the Youth Olympic Games and the Metal Games.
One of the most impressive sights along the Marina Bay skyline is without a doubt the Singapore Flyer.
This 165-meter observational wheel is the world's largest, offering a breathtaking panoramic view of the city. This will be the site for this year's Polygon Urban Downhill Challenge.
I'm here with Jeff, who is the race director of the Polygon Urban Downhill. Jeff, why don't you start by telling us, Metal Games last year didn't have Urban Downhill, this year it does. What do you think it brings?
It brings excitement to the games, something very, very different we don't see every day. Because most of the time our sports, we do it in the forest, where it's away from everybody, but now we're bringing the sport to the people. And you need a certain skill level to manage these obstacles. If you push yourself too hard, you're going to get yourself hurt by crashing.
Downhill biking typically takes place on mountain treks and off-road terrain, such as this one at Kent Ridge Park.
Riders navigate through a variety of obstacles, both natural and man-made, as they whiz downhill in a race against the clock. The Metal Games puts an urban spin on it by taking riders out of the wilderness and dropping them right into the heart of the city. One of the top elite riders for the Urban Downhill Challenge is Tan Hong Chun. Polygon rider is ranked first in Singapore and presently holds the national championship title.
How did you get into riding?
It goes all the way back to 2005, where I started doing triathlon and just hit the trails and do some cross-country riding, and just got hooked onto it since then. There's a huge number of people riding cross-country, but ever since the Red Bull Dark Night race, which was held here in Kent Ridge Park, the riders in Singapore start to open up the sport for them, because now they realize that you don't have to go overseas to ride downhill. So far with Polygon, it's been amazing. They've been so supportive in you trying to race in bigger races and up your level of riding and racing.
So for the Metal Games this year, it's going to be an urban downhill trail. It's something you're not quite as used to, but what are the differences between urban trails and the trails like this at Kent Ridge?
The trail conditions are not as rough, obviously, because you're riding on tiles and tarmac and stairs. So it's more predictable. You don't have to negotiate roots and rocks like in the natural terrain. It's been raining for the past week, so it's going to get pretty interesting. It's a trail that's easy to ride, but hard to race on.
I'm with Suzai Hiroyuki, General Manager of Casio Timepiece. Suzai-san, why don't you tell us, why did Casio decide to sponsor the Metal Games?
So we know the Metal Game is one of the biggest extreme sports events. So this is a good showcase to show the extreme sports to Singapore markets. I was so impressed in the wakeboarder, Sasha.
Sasha?
Yes. Her performance is very, very aggressive, but she's very cute and very much for the Casio's baby G image.
Andre, what's it like to have Casio on board this year?
Well, it's definitely going to be great to have Casio G-Shock on board. Both Metal Games and Casio G-Shock, we share the same product personalities.
Who would you say is an athlete to look out for in the Metal Games?
Ryo Soichiro from Japan is Asian #1. aggressive inliner, Miko Azai as well, 2011 Asian best wakeboarder. And we have Sasha, Max, Ian Krempel, Tan Hong Chun, lots of athletes. In fact, I can't pinpoint anyone.
It's day one of competition here at the Metal Games 2011. Today we can look forward to competitions from urban downhill and wakeboarding.
Singapore's acting Minister for Youth and Sports, Mr. Chan Chung Sing, was the guest of honour on hand to kick things off. With well over 150 riders taking part, the Polygon Urban Downhill was always going to be hotly contested. Qualifiers whittled down the field to just 20 for the next round. Indonesia's Yavento Ditra Pranata led the pack with a timing of 53.982 seconds, while Singapore's favourite Tan Hong Chun clocked 55.217 seconds.
It's day two of competition here at the G-Shock Metal Games 2011.
It might look easy from where you're sitting, but these downhill riders risk life and limb in these competitions. Don't try this at home, kids.
Ian, how was yesterday?
Yesterday we had a bit of bad weather. You know, rain stopped practice for a while. I managed to get a few runs in, got the track, got used to the track, got the drop dial, should be alright.
Okay, so what are you hoping for today?
I'm hoping to qualify for the finals, you know. Top 5 will be pretty tough. Indonesia is here, Australia is here, national champions are here, so it'll be a battle, but it'll be pretty good.
Agung Fambudi clocked the fastest time to head up the finalists. Hong Chun placed second once again, but with a marked improvement on his previous timing.
These guys behind me are the fastest 10 from the qualifying rounds. They're going to be gunning for the top 3 position, after which they're going to be going for the big win.
There's Singapore's Ian Krempel tearing down the first obstacle as downhill action continued with riders reaching frenetic speeds.
Congratulations, you've made it through to the top 3. You came in second, right?
Yeah, that's
How do you
right.
feel?
Pretty good. In fact, it was a top 10 cut to the top 3, theoretically the hardest round.
Now you're going to be competing against 2 other Indonesian riders. Do you feel anxious at all?
Yeah, we know each other quite well because they're actually from the Polygon Factory team and we ride and race each other quite a bit. And just looking forward to a great race with them again.
So it was down to the final 3 in the Polygon Urban Downhill competition. And from what was on show, Tan Hong Chun was clearly gunning for top spot. Eventually, he comfortably beat his Indonesian counterparts with a blistering time of 51.958 seconds, nearly 15 seconds quicker than his closest rival. Thrill seekers were treated to G-Shock's Best Trick competition, with Singapore's Ng Chi Keong winning it. Check out his audacious 360 spin from the second story of the Singapore Flyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our top 3.
Well, it's been an exhilarating start to the G-Shock Metal Games 2011.
Look out for more action with aggressive inline skating, skateboarding and BMX coming up in the next episode of Metal Games Exposed.